Here's a look at what's going on. A storm is building over the Midwest, but the storm itself is not likely to be huge for us, certainly not in terms of snow. It's still building here. There's colder air off to the north of that, or really into that as well, into Iowa and southern Minnesota. And that's that cold air that will come plunging into the area. Arctic air, really. It'll be the main event for us. Rain split. It went off to the north and off to the south last night. We ended up with a little wind shift line that dropped through during the early afternoon that dropped the temperatures near the coastline. But farther inland, it stayed into the mid to upper 50s. Close to the coast, it was around 50, 51. Now, here's the wind chill at about the time it starts getting serious for us. Here's what's going on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Well, I can just see 40, 45 for the wind chill. Dropping, though, but in just 3 hours, the wind chill drops by about 20 degrees, 23, 25 degrees by 7 o'clock in the evening. 10 o'clock at night drops another 10 degrees in terms of that wind chill. 15, 16 degrees. We'll go another 3 hours out. 10, 12 into the area for wind chill. And then we're into the single digits by 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 6, 7 degrees. And there could be some pops here and there with wind chills only around -5 to 10 above. So again, very, very cold wind chill. It starts to improve a little bit coming up by 11 o'clock in the morning as the temperature starts to warm up. And the wind should start backing off during the day coming up on Monday. Here's what's going on with our future track computer model. And this is the medium range forecast model. It's high resolution. And there's a part of it I don't like. I don't like the end of it. I like the middle of it mainly in terms of where the rain is coming up for tomorrow night. It's got a fairly high resolution look at what's going on. I like the rainfall coming up in the afternoon in terms of where it's placing it. I like the forecast. I don't like the rain, but there's where we are. Just hit or miss showers. Nothing too terribly much during the daytime hours coming up for tomorrow. It's still going to be a little bit on the cool side for the day tomorrow, in the upper 40s and low 50s, but we'll actually start to see things warm up during the overnight hours. I think this warms it up a little bit too much overnight. It'll go 62, 64, but I think the rain placement is correct. That's where I think this forecast has really got it here. You see some of the rainfall into 7 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, but thereafter I think that rainfall is going to come to an end for the most part into the region. I don't think we'll see much more once we get past 10 o'clock in the morning. The forecast model that I really like has got the actual cold air dropping on in during the afternoon and dry air as well. This has got the cold air hanging back a little bit until at least 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see the temperature dropping on down. It's even got a little bit of snow mixed on in, but regardless, it doesn't take us down to freezing or below freezing. And that's the thing you worry about with this, is that you see water-covered roads, rain-covered wet roads, and then you see a flash freeze with temperature dropping to about 28, 29 real quickly. Well, that could create widespread black ice. I think the only black ice we're going to see is from puddles occasionally, from the occasional puddle in neighborhoods where a car tracks through it and tracks a little bit of water, gets the road wet nearby, and again, that could create some black ice into the region. Now, this forecast model I like a little bit better. And this is from Saturday evening into Monday evening. Saturday evening, will we see some rain? Probably not that much, really, but I like the temperatures on this one. I like the placement of the cold front. Here's where things are at 4 o'clock in the morning. Pockets of heavy rainfall into the area. 7 o'clock in the morning, 54 to 57. And then we see the cool front come through. By 10 o'clock in the morning, it's got the rainfall ending for the most part. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, still a few showers. Temperatures 41 in Richmond to 43 to Williamsburg to around 47 into Virginia Beach. Look at the winds, 31 mile an hour winds. Still a little bit of rain here. Temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40, so nowhere near a flash freeze yet. How about 7 o'clock in the evening? Well, 33, 34 for the most part, and the rain has ended a long time ago into the Richmond and Williamsburg area, so I don't think we'd see widespread, we'll see widespread black ice out of that. And really, there's going to be plenty of dry air associated with this wind. Again, a very strong wind and dry air, very dry air. I talk about dew points in the summertime. The higher the dew point, the more humidity there is. The dew points are going to be on down to around 0 coming up on Monday. That's how dry the air is. So we got very, very dry air rolling on in. And we really don't drop on down to well below freezing until close to 7 o'clock in the evening. So we've had 3 hours at least with wind and dry air drying the roads out. The only place, again, are those puddles, those water puddles, where we could see a little bit of ice tracked through by cars. 53 degrees coming up on Saturday. Yeah, stray shower in the afternoon, nothing big. Rainfall, though, coming up on Saturday night into Sunday. 58 on Sunday, yay! Well, yeah, in the morning when it's raining, and then temperatures just plummet during the afternoon hours. Could see a few flakes of snow mixed in with it. Temperatures drop like a rock. 21 for a low on Monday morning. We'll likely see wind chills at least into the single digits, and then 30 for a high temperature on Monday. Little recovery on Tuesday, a lot of recovery on Wednesday, and we could see some action again coming up on Thursday.